Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. Well, this will be a short one for you guys. Sarah Boone, current appellate attorney. Well, as of Monday, he filed a motion to be relieved of his duties as an attorney for Sarah Boone, which all of us are not really surprised because most of her attorneys, as soon as they get to know Sarah just a bit, they go running for the hills. So let me pull that up so we can take a look at it. So this is the motion from her current appellate attorney. Now there was one, believe there was one other appeal attorney, and then he was apparently not listed on the roster or something, but Joshua Adams here, he was the one that was assigned to her appeals case as of January of this year. So he has been the one that was given her case. So I'm sure he felt really, really lucky that his number came up on this one. Again, this was filed on 7/28/2025, which would have been Monday. On the docket on the Orange County Clerk's website. So this is State of Florida versus Sarah Boone. Keep wondering how long we're going to have to see all these motions, but I think eventually they'll come to a close. But part of me goes she just wants to drag it on, and I think that she honestly has convinced herself that she is going to get a new trial, and somehow she's gonna be released from prison. I mean, her delusions, I don't think there's an end to them, guys. So again, this is the motion to withdraw and request for appointment of new appellate counsel. Comes now the undersigned court-appointed conflict counsel for the appellate and pursuant to Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure 9.140D and Rule 2.505 of the Florida Rules of General Practice and Judicial Administration, respectfully moves to withdraw as counsel and requests that new counsel be appointed. In support, counsel states: 1. Appointment and procedural posture. The appellate, Sarah Boone, was convicted in the Circuit Criminal Court and subsequently filed a notice of appeal. The undersigned was appointed by the lower tribunal as conflict counsel after conviction to handle the appellate's appeal pursuant to Chapter 27 Florida statutes. A notice of appeal has been filed, and the undersigned has complied with the appellate rules by filing the necessary statement of judicial acts, directions to the clerk, and transcript designations. 2. Good cause for withdrawal. Rule 9.140D provides that trial counsel may not be relieved of duties except with approval of the lower tribunal on good cause shown. The undersigned is no longer practicing appellate work or accepting court-appointed appellate causes, which would make continued representation a hardship. So that's his reason on paper. So do we think that Sarah scared him off from doing this appellate work? Or did he already decide that he wasn't going to do all this appellate work? It's a good question. Continuing to represent the appellate on appeal would materially impair counsel's ability to provide effective assistance and would delay or jeopardize the appellate's appellate rights. So, bottom line is, he is no longer an appeals attorney. I am curious if he's still an attorney, if he just moved to another area of law, or what exactly he is doing. 3. Need for appointment of successor counsel. Because this is a publicly funded appeal, the appellate is entitled to the continued assistance of counsel. Rule 9.140D directs that In publicly funded appeals, the lower tribunal should appoint the public defender or the Office of Criminal Conflict and Civil Regional Counsel or Private Registry Counsel to represent the defendant on appeal rules. The undersigned therefore requests that the court enter an order relieving current counsel of record and appointing appropriate successor counsel. 4. Client contact information. Pursuant to Rule 2.505F, counsel provides the appellate's last known contact information. Name Sarah Boone, mailing address inmate U72509, Lowell Annex C1, 11120 Northwest Gainesville Road, Ocala, Florida. Wherefore, the undersigned respectfully requests the court A. allow counsel to withdraw, B. appoint the appropriate office, public defender, regional conflict counsel, or registry attorney to represent the appellate on appeal, and C. grants such other relief as is proper. And of course, it's signed by Joshua Adams, and there's his information for his Florida bar. Yeah, so Joshua Adams is like, listen, I'm not doing this stuff anymore. You gotta let me out of this case. You know, I'm sure he was really thrilled, like I said, to get it initially in the first place. So that kind of leaves her at, she no longer has an attorney right now, which is pretty much the predicament she was in all the time before. But she also thinks that these appeal attorneys, these appellate attorneys are going to talk to her a lot, and it's not the same procedure as it was when she was going to trial for the murder of George Torres. So, yeah. We'll see how quick the state reassigns her case. I'm going to assume pretty quickly, but maybe not. I don't know. Either way, let's say for some miraculous reason, Sarah they happen to find some hole where she could get a new trial. It's not going to happen, but let's just say it does. She probably thinks, wow, I'll be eligible for bond. I can get out. You know, not true at all. She definitely will be staying behind bars, and she's not going anywhere. But we all know that Sarah is very, very special, and she always believes there is some sort of loophole just for Sarah Boone. Yeah. So I will keep you guys apprised once I hear who's assigned to be her new appellate attorney. And for those interested in all the shenanigans happening, and that's really a good term for it, in the alimony, child custody, that sort of stuff, Tanika's 2 Cents has been doing a lot of coverage on that. I do have a little bit more of some of the messages I could go through if you guys are interested, but she honestly is doing an amazing job. So yeah, there's no reason for me to cover that. So I'm just going to keep on the side for her criminal case, and I will include her link in the information of the videos if you are not subscribed. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, because everybody always loves a good some good Sarah Boone drama in their day. Alright guys, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and most of all, stay safe.